Good morning, folks. Today is Sunday, January 19th. It is 9:37 in the morning. How are you? How's it going? I started to edit episode 6 yesterday. I've been sick the last couple of days. Today, I have some general at-home maintenance stuff I need to get done. I have to wash some dishes, mostly just silverware. I have a bowl and a couple of Tupperware containers, and then silverware. There's my silverware. This needs to get done. And then under my pins, in my sink, I got my bowl and some Tupperware that will have to get removed and cleaned. Apparently there's some weather coming in the next day or two of frigid single-digit temperatures. If we look at my chart here, by the way, I just woke up, so I should make this mark. Both my tanks are going to be basically empty today, the way they've been running. So now the last couple of days have been mild-ish. If we look outside, we can see that we are basically clear of the snow. There's a couple of icy bits, but for the most part, it's been pretty mild. So, I mean, I can't be totally sure that I'm going to run out in that second tank today, but I'm going to assume so. So that's my plan. First thing is propane. They will be open in 20 minutes. Gives me time to get through my morning routine here. I will disconnect the tanks, get them filled. There's an option as well to get a 100-gallon tank from them for free. You just have to fill it, which is like $108, $110 to fill. But I'm kind of thinking I get my personal 80 gallons refilled, and then I get their 100-gallon tank just for this next week or so. If it's gonna get really, really cold for like several days, then I'm gonna wanna bring this temp in here to like 64, 65. And if that's the case, it's gonna burn through propane the entire time. This is gonna be like right now, there's no furnace running because it's mild outside and I've got it set at a reasonably low-ish temperature. Anyway, that is the plan. I'm gonna do my tanks first, and then I have to do some dishes, get those clean just to have them clean so I can eat dinner tonight. I had pizza the last 2 nights, leftovers, and then a pizza the night before because I ran out of, I'm like, oh shit, I don't have any forks. Like I had some chicken I could have made and some french fries or whatever, but I didn't have any silverware. So propane tanks, then domestic duties of doing dishes, and then I will come back and edit, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, I did get something cool in the mail yesterday. You hold your horses. You wait. You cute. Remember, I got the TV in here, which is dope. Laying down and watching TV is fine, but it only literally promotes like passing out. So I found one of these guys on the Amazon, and it's got like armrests, and it's like a backrest. It works. I used it a little bit last night for the first time. I gotta get used to it, but it's good for earlier in the day, just kind of lounging in bed, watching something. Don't feel like sitting up or having too many lights on. Alright, that was pretty straightforward. Just doing the one tank. I'm not entirely sure if I've decided I want to do the 100-gallon tank or not. But we'll start here. Alright, I am back. I got my propane, I'm just trying to see. So I just got my 40-gallon propane tank filled, and yeah, I'm kind of a pushover. So I got talked into the 100-gallon tank. Not that it was really hard to convince me. I was already on the fence. The domestic duties of dishwashing need to wait because I'm not sure when they're going to be dropping off that tank, and I want to be here so that I know exactly how to hook it up right, because it has a different hose that I had to buy. So I'm going to do some editing while I wait around for them to arrive. So it's so hard to get this me. I'm always like over here. Good evening. It is, Sunday, January 19th. It is 4:25 p.m. The premiere for episode 6 just went live and actually just ended. I did have another second viewer in the room, not a chatter. That's okay. So I do have to do those domestic duty dishes. It's just the silverware, a bowl, and a couple pieces of Tupperware. It's not that big of a deal. It'll take me maybe like 20 minutes. It's kind of raining right now, which is not great. I think it should be all right. I'm going to, well, I kind of have no choice because I did thaw my food out for today. It's some teriyaki marinated chicken breast from Market Basket. Yes. And I'm going to do that with some fries. So they're like basil and sea salt fries or something like that, or rosemary and sea salt, something like that. So I'm pretty excited for that. So it's going to be some fries and some chicken. But yes, I have no forks. You kind of need forks. Bear with me here. I'm going to change over into a hoodie and prepare the stuff to then walk down to the bathroom and use their sink. Like a sink. Ramen bowl, which I thought a ramen bowl would be a really dope idea, because I don't know if you can tell, I can't see really, but there's a hole here for like passing through chopsticks, which I was like, oh cool man, yeah, it's like whatever. No, but then if you're not paying attention like I was the first night, you pour water in there for the ramen and then it spills out, and even if you don't fill it even down to here below it, it'll boil over, so it's just like, it's just a messy bowl. But it's one of the only bowls I have. Woo! The furnace has been on now for a little bit, so I can't quite tell if it's coming down or not. So I'm gonna walk out with the phone and be that guy. Hang out, be a good girl. It'll be okay. I'll be right back. She's such a little worrywart. I just got back from the bathroom to do my dishes. I'm letting some things sort of air out right now. I can start to hand dry my silverware to get that tucked away, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, so today was a pretty good day. I did mostly edited most of the day. I went and got propane, as you saw earlier, or as I had said earlier, and I did end up getting talked into the 100-gallon tank. I don't know. I got spooked because my neighbor Dave was telling me that it's going to get real cold down to like single digits and below with the wind chill and all that, and it's like these things are only so insulated, which is to say they are not so insulated. Yeah, it's like I think a 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch thick piece of foam between paper thin interior wall and then a metal exterior. I got spooked a little bit, so I'll give it a shot. I'll see how long 100 gallons lasts, but it's like 100 and change, to get it refilled every time, whereas I'm looking at 80 normally, so that's $20 off of that, which is, I guess, a little more manageable. Feel free to drop questions or comments in the comments. Engagement not only helps my channel growth, which is always appreciated, but it also gives me something to bounce off of. If you have any questions about me or my life, things before all of this, I gave you the breakdown in the episode 6, the previous episode. So if you got questions, follow-ups, I am pretty much an open book. Feel free to hop down there and ask. If you've got suggestions about maybe you see something around my living situation where you're like, oh, I could help him improve that, or maybe he hasn't heard of something like this. Again, I am trying to figure out how to hang art on the walls in here. Is there a tried and true RV/mobile wall hanging solution that won't come off the walls or pull my walls off my walls. I would love to be able to do it. Even, I know I won't be able to get it all up, but I can at least, do a bit of a rotation, set up some boards and have them stowed away, and then when I'm ready to switch up things, maybe seasonally or just by the mood. I don't know. It would just be nice. Fries are done. Look at that. Oh yeah, they look good. Whew. I was gonna add salt, but they don't need it. Alright, so I thought I might do a bed of fries. And then...
No, and then!
I'm letting these pieces of chicken rest here. I'm going to grab one for now. And I'm just going to let that chill right there. I'm getting down to the very last bit of this. Alright, well, that's all she wrote. Time for dinner. It looks good to me, man. I'm very excited about it. Teriyaki marinated chicken breast from Market Basket, and Alexia rosemary and hint of salt, sea salt French fries. Thanks for tagging along. Have a good night. Good morning. It is Monday, January 20th, 2025. Just around 9:30 in the morning, and this happened overnight. At least, I want to say 3 or 4 inches of really fluffy McFluff stuff. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I'm going to be taking those to the post office in about 10 or so minutes, I think. Got some pretty good response from the video last night. I did a little bit of a breakdown on my story and sort of how I ended up here living in a travel trailer camper full time. So please, if you haven't, go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. I did a little bit of a light shop last night. I was getting low on like waters and stuff. So I got some more sides and some waters. I gotta sweep my floor. In something exciting, for me anyway, I was able to get my pin boards, or some pin board material, to effectively, very well, stick to the wall here. So as you can see, I can just take a pin, come up to the board, and pop it in, and it stays there. So I might take some time today to go through my collection. I might fill in those boards just to have something to do. I did finish photographing, kind of collating, organizing my pin collection. I'll show a picture now. Sit. Sit. Good job. Just got back from the post office. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup around here, and I'm going to take you along for the ride before I do an unboxing of my packages. I got some cool stuff in today, so that'll be pretty exciting. So yeah, I'm just going to do a quick sweep and wipe down of some surfaces. Wow. What do you, oh, you just want to lean on me? You just want to lean on me? Hi. It's like I ignore you all day. I don't. What? Hi. Alright, well anyway, I'm gonna snuggle with the dog here for a minute, and then, yeah, I'll cut to a time-lapsey, fast-forward-y type montage thing. Excuse me, girl. Excuse me, buddy. Thanks, pal. Our errand's done. We got a nice little sweep up and scrub down. I try to do that at least once a week. Living with two furry animals that shed quite a bit, yeah, it's kind of necessary. You get little tumbleweeds after a couple of days. So, I mean, I don't get a lot of company, I'll be honest, but it's just more for me, really. And my own lingering sense of self-respect. This is from a friend of mine in the pinning community named Jordan. I don't know the name of the design. It might be on the back of the pin. But it's a sweet, like purple anodization metal and a nice warm orange, yellow, red kind of colorway, which I dig. Let me get my glasses out here. Seraphim, okay, and this is the Lavatech variant, 14 of 25. I even appreciate how they got enamel paint on the back, which is something that I've employed in my most recent, for my logo pan, that's the word. And then...
No! No, and then!
And then?
No, and then! No, and then!
What do we got here? Yes, okay. Forever and Paw, right? And it's just like a pet kind of homage or tribute. And it's just, I love the design. Let's see if I can show the design here. I'm not sure how well it's gonna show up, but yeah. So yeah, Forever and Paulways. This is his like purple, kind of like cool purple and blue colorway. I've been wanting a Forever and Paulways because I mean I've had a cat now for like 14 years. I've had Jezebel for close to 4, if not, yeah, close to 4, if not 4. Yeah, no, I mean if not 5. So as a pet owner and animal lover in general, it just makes sense that I would want this in my collection. I love the colorway, so that's a huge score. Are you ready? Bam. Pretty dope. And then...
No! No, and then!
And then?
No, and then!
And then?
No, and then!
And then?
No, and then!
Oof, this one is super cool. Wow. All right. Yeah, ready? Bam. It like changes so much. I hope I'm getting this on camera. That one is super cool. That'll end up in my portfolio in the next few minutes. And that concludes today's mail day. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see where this video goes from here.